Hello, friends. Today's topic of discussion is derivatives. These are the following topics we are going to cover under the concept derivatives. We have covered these topics in two parts. In the first part, we will cover up to forward contract, and the rest of the topics we will cover in the next part. Let's start with understanding the meaning of derivatives. In simple words, derivative means when the value of something is derived from its original value. In finance, a derivative is a contract between two parties which derive its value or price from an underlying asset. An underlying asset may be stocks, bonds, currencies, commodities, properties, etc. Fine. For example, the value of XYZ company share is 100 rupees per share, and there is a chances of increase in the price of share by 50% in the next year. So, an investor, say Mohan, comes in a contract with XYZ company to purchase share at rupees 125 per share in the next year. And this contract is nothing but the derivative contract. So, if in the next year value of share increase by 150 rupees, then it will be profitable to the investor because he will be able to purchase the share at rupees 125 because of derivative contract. So what he has done here, he has reduces the risk of rising the price of share by using a derivative contract. I hope this is clear. The value of underlying asset keeps on changing according to market conditions. So, basic principle behind entering into derivative contract is to earn profit by speculating the value of underlying asset in future. And the most common type of derivatives are futures, option, forward and swap. Next is the definition of derivatives. A Securities Contract Regulation Act 1956 defines derivatives to include a security derived from a debt instrument, share, loan whether secured or unsecured, risk instrument, or contract for differences or any other form of security. A contract which derive its value from the prices or index of prices of underlying securities. The types of participants. Participants who trade in derivatives market can be classified under the following three broad categories, that is hedgers, speculator and arbitrators. First, let us discuss hedgers. An investor who is looking at reducing his risk is known as hedger. They look for opportunities to pass on this to those who are willing to bear it. For example, a person is interested in buying a property and the price of that particular property is 45 lakh rupees. But the person needs some time to arrange the required money and will be able to purchase the property after 1 year. But at the same time, there is a high chances of increasing the price of the property in the coming year. So the owner of the property gives him an option to pay 2 lakh rupees today and purchase the property after 1 year at rupees 45 lakh. The person finds this option profitable and comes in a contract with the owner that he will purchase the property at rupees 45 lakh after 1 year and pay 2 lakh rupees today. Now suppose if the price of the property rises to 50 lakh rupees, then also he will be able to purchase at 45 lakh rupees. So by signing a derivative contract, he reduces the risk of rising the price of property in future. Next is speculators. Speculators are traders who purchase the shares solely with the objective of selling in the future when the price rises only and only to earn profit. Speculators are not genuine investors. Their objective of buying the security is to sell them and not to retain them. They are only interested in price differentials. Fine. For example, a person purchases XYZ company shares in an expectation of raising the price of share in future so that he can sell the same when the price rises and earn profit from the same. Fine. And next is arbitrators. Arbitrators work at making profit by taking advantage of difference between prices of same product across different markets. Fine. For example, gold may be traded on both New York and Tokyo Stock Exchange. If the market price temporarily diverges and gold becomes cheaper on Japanese market, then an arbitrager could buy in Tokyo and straightway sell in the New York market to make a profit. Next is functions of derivatives. First is derivatives help in discovery of future as well as current prices. Derivative markets serve as an important source of information about prices. Prices of derivative instruments such as futures and forward can be used to determine what the market expect future spot price to be. In most cases, the information is accurate and reliable, and thus the future and forward market are especially helpful in price discovery mechanism. Next is derivative market helps in transfer risk. The price of derivative are related to their underlying asset. They can thus be used to increase or decrease the risk of owning the asset. Next is with the introduction of derivatives, the underlying market witnessed higher trading volumes because of participation by more players who would not otherwise participate because of lack of an arrangement to transfer risk. Next is speculative traders shift to a more controlled environment of the derivative market. In the absence of an organized derivative market, speculators trade in the underlying cash markets. Margining, monitoring, and surveillance of the activities of various participants become extremely difficult in these kinds of mixed markets. Next is derivative trading act as the catalyst for new entrepreneurial activities. Derivatives have a history of attracting many bright, creative, well educated people with an entrepreneurial attitude. They often energize others to create new businesses, new products, and new employment opportunities, and the benefits of which are many. And the last is derivatives markets help increase saving and investment in the long run. The transfer of risk enables market participants to expand their volume of activity. Fine. Next is mode of derivatives, that means where the derivative contracts take place. First is over the counter contracts that are traded and privately negotiated directly between two parties without going through any exchange or other intermediary, for example, forward contracts. And next is exchange traded standardized contracts such as futures and options that are traded or transacted on an organized future exchange. They require payment of an initial deposit or margin settled through a clearing houses. Fine. As I have told in the beginning as well that there are four types of derivatives, that are forward contract, future contract, options and swap. So let us discuss these one by one. Our first type of derivative is forward contract. A forward contract is a customized contract between two entities where settlement takes place on a specific date in the future at today's pre-agreed price. Since the future contract refers to an underlying asset that will be delivered on the specific date, it is considered a type of derivative. For example, an agricultural producer has 2 million bushel of corn to sell after 6 months from now at rupees 450 per bushel, but he is concerned about the potential decline in the price of the corn. So he enters into a forward contract with the seller to sell 2 million bushel of corn at a price of 450 per bushel after 6 months. Fine. Forward contracts have four main components to consider. First is asset. This is the underlying asset that is specified in the contract. For in the example, it was commodity, that is corn. Next is expiration date. Expiration date was 6 months in the example. Next is quantity. Quantity was 3 million bushels, and the last is price. Price was 450 per bushel. Fine. And in addition to this, there are few important points to keep in mind in forward contract. First is forward contract can be used to lock in a specific price to avoid volatility in pricing. Fine. The party who buy a forward contract is entering into a long position, and the party selling a forward contract enters into a short position. And the last is forward contract are not standardized but tailor-made contract. That is, it is customized according to customer need. Fine. Rest of the types of derivatives we will cover in the next part. So stay tuned.